Alright, in this micro lesson we're going to be looking at continuing on with our measures of centre. However, in this one our success criteria is being able to calculate and identify the median. Okay, so again I'll give you a way that we can sort of remember when we're dealing with mean, median and mode. We can often get confused which one is which. So try and think of median as, I guess, the middle. Okay, see it sort of looks like medium there. Median looks like medium, so it's the median number. In this case, we'll just use the word middle. Okay, it's the middle number and a set of data points. So I'm going to show you how we do that, and there are two steps in the way that we can calculate the median. So here we have our example from previously in regards to pretending that these are cricket scores in an indoor cricket match. So to find the median, there's the first step. So step one is that you need to put it in ascending order. Okay. We need to put this into ascending order, which means, remember, ascending means smallest to largest number. So step one, we're going to arrange this so that we have it from the smallest number to the largest number. And we're going to do that quickly just down here. So obviously the smallest result was 2. So we start with 2. We then put it in order from smallest to largest. So we have 2, 4, 5. We have 2 7s there. And then we have 8 and finally 9. So now we've put step 1, we've put this into ascending order. So it goes from smallest to largest. And now that makes it easier for us now to find the middle number. Okay, now step 2, it gets a bit confusing with step 2 because there are 2 options in the way that we can do this. Okay, step 2 is basically finding the middle number. Now as I said, there are 2 ways to do this. Okay. This easy when you have an odd number. Okay, so by that I mean how many there are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's an odd number. It's easy to find the middle number when you have an odd set of numbers because it's simply here in this case we've got 7. Obviously the number here in the middle, because it's got 3 that side, 3 that side, is the median number. So in this case the answer here is 7. But we often get the question, it's not always like this where we get an odd number. What happens if you actually have an even set of numbers? Okay, so let's just pretend that we've got 7 here. Some guy came in, he also got a 9, so that's just keeping it in ascending order. So what we have now is we've got 8 numbers. So how do you find the middle when you've got 8 numbers? Okay, so the way to do that is that you find the 2 middle numbers, you add them together and then divide by 2. Okay, so it's similar to finding out the average or the mean. So in this case, we've got 8. So 4 and 5 are the middle numbers here. Okay, so these are the 2 middle ones here, 7 and 7. So 3 that way, 3 that way. So what you do then is you add them together. Okay, so you add it together and then you divide by 2. Okay, so we've got our even number here. We find the 2 middle numbers. So here we have 7 plus 7. So we add them together equals 14. Then we divide that by 2. So we then have 14 divided by 2, which we know equals 7. Okay, so in this instance, when we're using 7, our answer was 7. And if we added a number, if we had an even set, our answer would also be 7. Okay, so that's how you find the median. So the trick to remembering that is think of median as the median. Think that as a medium number, the number in the middle that you want to find. Thanks, gentlemen.